Can you put a price on unconditional love? While many people nowadays long for designer dogs or pedigree dogs, there are many animals with just as much love to give at a fraction of the cost, and they desperately need homes. So with a fall in the economy and a rise in the cost of living, many people my age can't afford to spend that much money on an animal, but we still want that companionship. I've always wanted a Corgi. The Corgi are the short, long dogs with the white and gold fur and the pointy ears, the kind that Queen Elizabeth has. Unfortunately, they come at a pretty hefty price, so instead we adopted Bear. Bear was one of 11 in a litter, and they were all neglected and left outside. He was the only one that lived, and so a friend of the family picked him up in Nashville, drove him all the way back to Biloxi, and now he's ours. So, I'm going to tell you about adopting and purchasing from private breeders, what that entails. I'm going to tell you why rescuing is better than buying from a private breeder, and I'm also going to tell you about avoiding to buy from commercial sellers. So if you're looking to bring home your own furry friend, you would have different options: adoption and private party purchase. First, I'll give you details on both of them. So where does your money go when you adopt? According to the Humane Society of South Mississippi, the adoption fees for cats and dogs range from $20 to $150 depending on the size. This money includes spay and neuter, up-to-date vaccinations, microchip and ID tag, one free vet exam, coupons for products, and also 30 days free for shelter care pet health insurance. Also, they have a special group called the Lonely Hearts, which are animals that have been in the shelter for over 30 days, and they come for a fraction of the price. So what's the benefit from adopting from a shelter? You save an animal's life. Now, if we had rescued Bear from the shelter, we would have had to pay about $50 since he was a puppy. According to the ASPCA website, they have a pet care cost chart. It would be about $930 to care for Bear annually. Now, when you go to a private party, where does your money go? Well, you pay for the pets, and you also pay for the pet's pedigree, which is like the bloodline of their champion ancestors. You also have to sign a spay and neuter contract, meaning the animal cannot be fixed so that they can continue their bloodline. Benefit? Well, you get to have a very nice dog. So your options are placed in front of you, so now you have to make the decision whether to rescue a dog or to buy from a breeder. As a poor college student, or coming from you as a poor college student or a recent college graduate, I will tell you the benefits of rescuing over buying from a breeder. Adopting is always cheap. Like I said, the adoption fee for cats and dogs is between $20 and $150. When you go to a breeder, it costs a tad bit more. According to Emerson.com, who is a Corgi breeder, he says, pricing for Corgi pups with spay and neuter agreements is generally $800. Puppies with breeding papers start at $1,200. So not only do you have to pay all of that money, you also cannot have your dog fixed. Meaning your dog could get pregnant, you'd have to pay for the vet visit for that animal and also for the litter they're about to have. So now we talk about saving lives versus a comfortable home. According to the Humane Society, 3 to 4 million animals are euthanized every year simply because they didn't have homes for them. Now when it comes to show dogs and designer dogs, if they come from reputable breeders, these animals will always have a safe and comfortable home until they are sold. So after you make the decision to go to a shelter to adopt instead of going to a breeder, you get in your car and you pass a pet store. And you ask yourself, should I keep driving? The answer is yes, and should always be yes. Puppy mills often supply pet stores. Puppy mills are a breeding kennel that raises dogs in cramped, crude, filthy conditions, according to the PETA organization. A majority of the Midwest, over 1,500 puppy mills in Missouri alone. Dealers also can import animals from different countries. So why are they bad? According to a writer for the Youngstown Indicator, female dogs are bred twice a year and are usually killed or abandoned when they are no longer able to produce puppies. Moms and litters experience malnutrition, a lack of vet care, and no social interaction. So you purchase these animals from pet stores or online, and they come already sick and also experience social problems. So very frustrated owners take these animals to shelters, which causes overcrowding, which causes more euthanasia. So to find puppy mills, you do not go to pet stores, you do not buy online, and you go to animal shelters. And if you buy from a breeder, know the breeder and know the environment the animals are in. And to find out more about fighting against puppy mills, go to DoSomething.org. So you made that great decision and drove past the pet store. You're on your way to the local animal shelter to save a life and to make a new friend. So, just to review, when you want a pet, don't go to stores and don't go on the internet. Breeders, while they do have quality, wonderful animals, they come at a hefty price. The shelter, it's cheaper and you save a life. Can't get much better than that. And even though I still long to have the adorable corgi, I know that we made the right decision in saving Bear's life, which was conveniently at the right price for us. The shelter is the cheapest and most beneficial way to adopt an animal. So look at the shelter first, because you could find that very expensive designer friend, or you could find a mutt that could steal your heart. Now when I wake up in the morning with Bear cuddling between us, I know that rescuing that sweet puppy was the best decision that we made.